Hi YouTube, it's me, just checking in before we start this with some quick content warnings. This next game it's a murder mystery, so by its nature it goes to some dark places, but also it goes some places you wouldn't expect with the aesthetic, so just putting warning out there for violence, obviously, adult language, sexual references, at a surprising amount of blood and gore, and extended discussion of mass ritual sacrifice. If you've got a problem with any of those, that's totally fine. Obviously, you can skip this playthrough, it's only 6 episodes. I'll be back with something else soon enough. Just wanted to let you know. And with that, let's play Paradise Killer. And we are live. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be, and welcome back to my channel. And we're playing something that isn't Mass Effect. I nearly went into the spiel automatically there. But no, this is not Mass Effect. This is Paradise Killer. Before I get started, thank you Michael for the raid. Very much appreciated. But yes, this is Paradise Killer. I know almost nothing about it. I just know it looked good and like my aesthetic, and listen to this sweet, sweet lo-fi music. Pretty great. Yeah, so we're just going to get into this. Thank you to Eli, if they're watching this, for gifting me the game and giving us the recommendation to do it on stream in the first place. So let's see what we're in for. I've seen the very start of it because I had to do some tech tests, but apart from that, this is entirely blind. No spoilers in the chat if you could. Look at all these controls that we're not going to use because I'm doing this on mouse.
Paradise Killer.
Well, that's loud. Yeah, let me know if the audio's right. Welcome, investigator. You will soon enter a paradise where fact and truth are not the same. Explore paradise in your own way and find your own truth. Paradise Killer has a wealth of accessibility options. Please tailor the experience to best suit your needs. More games should do this. Tailored accessibility is good. Paradise Killer does not autosave. I will forget this. You must use the save points on the island. Saving a record of your existence is free and easy, and leads to a happier paradise. And really, isn't that what we all want? The Syndicate created the first Paradise Island to worship their dead alien gods. Guided by leader Montserrat, the Syndicate attempt to resurrect the gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. However, the worship invites demonic corruption from beyond the stars. The islands always fail. The islands die, and a new Paradise Island is born. The cycle repeats. Wow, there's just a lot there from the first screen. Island Sequence 13. Lady Love Dies, the Syndicate's lead investigator, is deceived by the god-damned Harmony. She endangered Paradise. Her sentence is eternal exile. The island could not be saved. Demonic corruption began to infect the fabric of Paradise. The island died. The citizen slaughter ritual took place. Wow, there's a lot to unpack in that one sentence. Another Paradise Island failed. The cycle always repeats. It is indeed the circle of life. Lady Love Dies watched from exile in the Idle Lands as each island flourished and died. Each iteration got closer to perfection. Demonic corruption events decreased. Island 24 was almost perfect, until Henry Division, good name, a lowly citizen, got too close to the gods. He allowed demons to flood the island. Citizens were once again slaughtered. The council began their meditation to end 24 and birth Perfect 25, but before they could complete it, Paradise was killed. Bomb, 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 that's the title of the game. Reminding me again, this does not autosave. The Way of Blood Bar, 25th Island Sequence, Ash Street, Housing District. Is Paradise a person? This seems like an excellent question right now. If you're expecting any answers to any questions at any point during this, don't look at me because I know nothing. The crime to end all crimes. This blend tastes different. The islands define the whiskey. This one definitely tastes of embers. Is this a Paradise Lost mystery point-and-click dating sim? I can only hope. She put the fire out. Was it a cosmic dream? No. They called on her, the exile. They needed to. Lady Love Dies, 24th Island sequence. Born at the longest tower, Britain, in AD 1000. Is AD meaning something else here? Because that seems not the vibe we've got going here. Under the sign of Kiss Me to the Moon, which is a way better star sign than any that we actually have. The Syndicate's lead investigator. After the damned Harmony incident on Island 13, the Paradise Psycho unit was shut down, and Love Dies was exiled to the Idle Lands as punishment. What year are we in? I know nothing. I have no answers for you. Another day in exile. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Island 24 is supposed to be ending. Why am I still here? So yes, as much as I know is, this is, I believe, who we are going to be playing as, Lady Love Dies. Yes, Lady Love Dies is their full name, because it's a great name. Yes, this is, I believe, our player character. There would be some voice acting in this, but like it's kind of visual novel style only for certain lines. So honestly, I just turned it off and don't do it all. Because, you know, why not? I have a bad feeling about this. Is it Mux Love Dies or Mux Dies? I think it's Lady Love Dies. That is it. And here we are. In the Idle Lands, Investigator's Exile, with our sweet leopard print bed. And this general vaporwave aesthetic. Huh, I only just noticed the heart-shaped reticle in the middle of the screen. I was about to wave my cursor around it, and then I realised, no, my cursor is the reticle. What's making that noise? Is it this? Okay, pick up. Relic obtained, fleeting thoughts, lost treasures, the remnants of lives lived, a vignette of another, a window in time. Wistful photo obtained, the outside of the Paradise Psycho unit before it was disbanded. The last photo that was taken of me back on Island 13. Yeah, make that your ringtone and you will never ignore it. Days since you were exiled, 3,004,769. I mean, good to have a record, I guess. This picture of when everything was pink. A portrait of me painted by Lydia before I was exiled. This is just full on. We will explain nothing. Here is the... Excuse me. Okay, I mean, I heard something cackling. I'm not convinced I was expecting this. I'm not convinced I will ever be expecting this. That's 8,000 years? Yeah, sounds about right. Yes, stop. Yeah. Talk to, question mark, question mark, question mark. Lady Love Dies! Who are you? The first person you've spoken to in 3 million days! Can you taste it in the air? Are we worried or irritated at this point? Honestly, I'm worried, just in general. Like, by the situation, but more importantly by you. Something's wrong. The island was supposed to end. Something's wrong. You're damn right it is! While you've been exiled up here, all kinds of shit has happened down on the island. Yes, I have been told there will be non-family friendly language in this. I mean, there was all through Mass Effect as well. Just putting that out there, I guess. What kind of shit? The messed up kind. Real messed up. All kinds of messed up. You used to be the Syndicate's investigator, right? They're talking about you down there. They need the investigation freak. Time to get back in the saddle. Get out of the idle lands and get back to work. Exile is over. Why is a demon in the idle lands? Yeah, so, I mean, demon isn't a surprising thing given just everything about them. The name is Shinutga. You can call me Shinji. Insert all your Eva jokes. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the Syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. I'm just here to watch the results play out. Well, that's totally normal and non-threatening. You've got some solving to do, some investigating, some looking real hard, some good thinking. Time to weave some truth, loved eyes. Anyway, I gotta bounce. Go get your laptop. You're going to need it. See you on the island. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, Big Mood. That little runt said I need to find my laptop. He must mean Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Starlight's up by the barrier that overlooks the island. Okay. Guess we going outside then. Well, this is certainly an aesthetic. Wow. I think we may have a bit of a death motif going on. Just a bit. Just a tiny amount. Oh, there's something else looking staticky over there, so be prepared for the noise. Dulled percolator obtained. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. I'm inclined to argue with that, but hey. Coffee's coffee. Coffee's good. Hot take from me here on twitch.tv/SarahSense. Coffee's good. Oh, I can jump. That's good. A little bit of gamer literacy. I know what jump is. I can crouch, which is C, not control. Slightly excessive voice stings on the jump, but hey. Oh. Something is beeping. Yes, give me a moment, I'm just looking at what else there is. Use Nightmare Computer. If I had Starlight, I could bust this thing open. Fine, I'll go and get the laptop. Stop beeping at me. Or, it looks like it could be a mod for your Switch. That's strange. Why is Starlight unlocked? Starlight obtained. 3 million days up here, and now she's calling out to me.
Key item obtained.
Key item obtained. Key to the past. Key to the future. Key to your heart. Key to the truth. Starlight obtained. An investigator's best friend. Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. This is a vibe. Ancient Nightmare Technology Emulator. I mean, that's not something that usually boots up on my laptop. Maybe it should be, who knows. That what you'd get to make partner.
Welcome to Starlight.
Welcome to Starlight, Lady Love dies. May the silent... Did that say, may the silent goat walk with you? phone call from Judge is unexpected. Okay, you're telling me I don't know who this is. Lady Love dies. Madness has overtaken the island. That happened a long time ago. The council were murdered as the new island was born. Is this a prank? Leader Montserrat is dead. The council are dead. This is no joke. A killer tried to take everything from us. The syndicate is about to collapse. You need an investigator, and you're in luck. My diary's pretty empty today. Lady Love dies. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island. Your exile is over. The prison doors are open. Judge, the barrier's still up? Starlight can dance her way through it. Fall down to us and breathe life back into paradise. And you want me to just fall to the island? The islands haven't changed. The fall won't hurt you. Step off into the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting for you. Time to breathe life back into paradise. Cool. I'm totally okay with what's going on. This all makes perfect sense. Let's use the nightmare computer, which it just sounds like opening Twitter. Initializing nightmare interface.
Nightmare computer.
A nightmare computer from the depths of space that uses a language born on a long-dead world. The Syndicate never upgrades. Starlight can emulate the OS and break down the components used in the symbols, but I need to work out how they're used. I haven't seen these symbols before. It looks like a hieroglyphic-based language. I need to find a clue to know which symbols release the lock. I can brute force it with trial and error, but I'm a busy woman now. Starlight can see the answer. I need to work out how to make it. Some of these parts should make the symbol I need. I need to select components from the ones available and match them to the top image, completing the puzzle. Seems reasonable. God, I'm getting real vibes of, I don't know if people will have played it, but Flower, Sun and Rain. That's another investigation thing where nothing makes a huge amount of sense and you're on an island and you have a briefcase with a computer in it and have to plug it into things and solve puzzles. It's by Suda51, so you know it's weird. That looks right. And that looks right. Simple enough. I imagine they will get less simple. Hieroglyphics. Takes me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class as a college linguist. Mood. Looks like the language is divided into different groupings with symbols for different types of objects the civilization found important. The rest of the Syndicate can't decode these. They have keys coded to these specific machines they're allowed to access. The data on the nightmare computers is tamper-proof. Well, clearly not, we just tampered with it. Sealed machines that hook into the fabric of the island. There'll be more on the island that I can unlock. Just a big flashing sign that says, "This is a game mechanic. Pay attention." Judge said they need me down on the island. The people that exiled me are dead. I need to find out the who, how, and why. Time to fall into a pit of crime. A leap of faith into the sun-drenched abyss of memories, secrets, and crime. Always crime. That was a noise. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's the island. There is the island. Well. Breathe life back into paradise. Hope this doesn't get the VOD muted. For the bad dancing as much as anything else. Yep, ground is approaching rapidly.
Paradise Killer.
Smash cut. Cool. And here we Paradise Gates, 24th island sequence, breathing life back into paradise. Yeah, that was pretty dope. Examine these giant golden gates. Paradise Gates. The passage to the next island sequence. The gates are in lockdown until I solve this case. Okay, something is making a noise, is it you? There's a note. Unable to interface, required software not found. Please visit Starlight's inventory and install any pending updates. Missing Cosmos. So, how do I open the inventory? You press I, that's how you open the inventory and everything. Well, that's opening Starlight in general. So we have notes. Lydia Daybreak. Judge said Lydia will be waiting for me, time to find my ride. We have case files, awaiting authorization, an inventory, where we have a blood vial. Lady Love Dies' blood vial. All syndicate members have a unique blood vial with a unique blood code. Okay, question mark. No upgrades, and relics are these things that we're picking up. Population access pending, timeline access pending, map. Here's a map. Not reading all of this right now. Pyramid, home of a god. Okay. This is a lot. The dead zone, the opulent ziggurat. At the end of an island, all of the citizens are ritualistically slaughtered by the syndicate in the temples. Great, 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 great. Yeah, this is a lot. Skins for Starlight, wow. The craters on the moon are no accident. The moon used to be smooth, but one of the gods fired meteors at it to write out a message of no consequence. We can create our own playlists. Funky. Dead Nebula beer. I'd drink it. Oh, that looks like Lydia. Shift to sprint because video games. If you suspect demonic corruption, report it. Something is beeping. What is beeping at me? Okay, there's a relic behind there that I can't. It's electronically locked. I need to find the power switch for it. I also need to get away from the static noise. And it looks like the power switch will be on the other side of this river. That's fine. River, sea, whatever. What is beeping over here? Might be on the other side of the wall. Maybe I just have very good ears. Yeah, it might just be the signs beep, but...
Blood crystal obtained.
A blood crystal. God, every moment this game has something new to unpack. A prized unit of currency used by the Syndicate. Great, it's just all blood, all the time. Dead Nebula, the delicious new premium beer from Crimson Acid and Dead Nebula. Aye? No, because these signs don't beep. It just seems to be around this one thing, and by the sounds of it, it is directly there. But anyway, let's ignore those things that we can't get into and go and talk to Lydia Daybreak. Oh, and we'll use the save point. Save game.
Game saved.
Why, thank you, Starlight. Hello, Lydia. Lydia! It's been too long. I'm glad you're back, LD. Lydia Daybreak, your oldest friend. I can't do the computer voice. Born in Moana Falls, Kenya in AD 1001, the sign of beautiful spectre. The Syndicate's ferrywoman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. After an uninteresting childhood spent in worship of beautiful Spectre, she enlisted in the army during her teens. Lydia became known as a Titan killer after she successfully defended a temple complex from 3 monstrosities born from beyond the stars. Yeah, I'd want that on my bio. She retired from the world of assassination when she met Sam Daybreak, fleeing to join the Syndicate together. Thanks, Starlight. Don't know whether that was meant to be sarcastic, but, you know. Although, honestly, I feel like it would be good if I had a computer that every time I met one of my friends told me that everything was going on with them, because I don't remember. I feel like Sam was an afterthought. Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. Starlight's giving you the full 101, huh? I've been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher. What did I miss? Evil stuff, LD. Last night was a killer. The council were killed just as the next island was born. Word is a killer got into their building and took a knife to them. How are you feeling? Messed up, LD. This is the worst. The island needs an investigator. You shouldn't have been exiled, LD. We needed you down here. Judge told me to bring you to them. I kind of want to immediately go into investigate mode and just be like, hey, was it you? Oh, and I get the different pose for it. Less just casual holding my laptop and more, you. Was it you? Did you murder all those people? No? Good. I want to try. Are you the killer? Can we wrap this up quickly? Straight into the investigating. Nah, I was partway through a drop-off at the Paradise Gates. You can check the logs. Actually, I mean, I don't think I can check the logs because I don't have the system upgrade yet. One thing before we go, LD. I can ferry you around the island if you need me to. Save your feet from the height. If you need a pickup, call me on one of the phones. The phones are deactivated since the end of the island, so you'll need to fire them up again. I already activated this phone for you in case you need to come back here, so the phones are just the same points, right? Alright, ferrywoman reporting for duty. Time to ride, LD. Masahiro. I couldn't read all that text, but I did see that Lydia has named her personal car the Burn Parliament, which is a vibe. Seatbelts on, LD. How was exile? 3 million days just flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. You're back on the island now. Back in the game. Let's say the truth. I feel like you should be in the passenger seat, not the back seat. Yeah, I was just thinking that, but I feel like that might be harder to do this background for. I don't know. It's a choice. Up to me to find out the truth. Criminal to catch a criminal. Are we a criminal, really? We're exiled, that's not the same thing. An investigator to catch a criminal. I'm messing with you. I don't think you're all bad. You got deceived by a god and let him conspire to kill the entire syndicate. No biggie. But when you put it that way... We don't have any investigators except you. No offense. None taken. I like your perfume, by the way. Oh, thanks, LD. Fruity one, isn't it? It's a unique blend that I got made especially. This seems like a coup. It's nice. I'll have to get some on the next island. Sorry, LD. Blend's my own secret recipe. We're almost there. Go and speak to Judge. If you want to hang, I'll be on the pier. It's been so long since I performed an investigation. You getting the fire back? It never left. I was born to investigate. Go get him, LD. Courthouse, 24th Island sequence. I have one blood crystal and I have something telling me to press tab, so I'm going to... Tab is just also opening this. Tab opens my notes. Good to know. Yeah. Just standard gaming instincts, just you go put into a new space, immediately turn around and try and head the other way. This is the funkiest courthouse there has ever been. My old gun. No, that is a cow skull. That's a different thing. When the time comes to execute justice, she will sing the song of punishment. Okay, well, Judge is just... I know I say aesthetic a lot in this stream so far, but Judge is one hell of an aesthetic. I mean, look at that character design. Hi, Judge. Hello, Judge. Good to see Justice again. Birthplace? Forgot. Birth sign? Forgot. Every society needs a form of justice, and a syndicate member volunteered. They believed so deeply in impartial justice that they scrubbed their ego and fused themselves to the island, becoming Judge. They will become the embodiment of justice, acting on behalf of the island. Starlight is helping you navigate through the sea of truth already.
Judge.
Yep, that's Judge. Paradise requires power and sacrifice. Welcome back to the bloodstained paradise, Lady Loved Eyes. The investigator is here. Tell me about the crime. The council are dead. Our leader's gone. The black pall of crime hangs over us. Leader Montserrat has been taken from us. My throat apparently isn't loving doing this low. The whole council were murdered at once. They gathered to birth the new island, our perfect new home. Perfect 25. At the end of their meditation, the killer struck. Arrogance put the entire council in one room. Hubris is a large gap in armor. If you're a murder junkie, that's quite the hit. What time? Midnight. The holy hour. The hour of weird. The hour of Judge, I get it. All of the council were murdered last night at midnight. Do you have a suspect? It's a miracle. A mass murderer in custody. Henry Division, a citizen possessed by a demon. Such a good name. I just really like Henry Division for some reason. Very baseball name, I guess. He's killed before. A decade ago, he came back. We found the knife in his hand, the council's blood in his stomach. Excuse me? More questions? The oppressed rise up. Who'd have thought? Yeah, I was just thinking that Judge wipes their personality, scrubs their ego to become this impartial force of justice, and then just becomes theatrical as hell! Where's the crime scene? The council's own penthouse. The brutalist tower that reaches to the sky. Has anyone been in there? The council are protected by 4 holy seals. Only our leaders can open them. We cannot get into the crime scene. Cannot assess the slaughter. How do we know it happened? How did the killer get in? Truth waits for you in the shadows. Truth hides behind the smoke of crime. We only know the nature of the first holy seal. 2 of the finest God Justice marshals stationed as guards, as sentinels. Both butchered by the monster. Demonic sigils cover the suspect's body, scorched onto him by the astral demon inside him. Those same sigils are daubed in the marshal's blood at the entrance to the council building. Well, I mean, this is all sounding very conclusive. I'm amazed you called an investigator in. If no one has been in the crime scene, how do you know the council are dead? Their work is done. A new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. The accused was found with a red slick knife and a belly full of the blood of the council members. In this instance, the answer to the terrifying equation is dreadful murder. Yeah, my god, this dialogue is just... drama TM is right. I'm going to assume there are no eyewitnesses. It's a lot room murder. None that have come forward. Why would someone decapitate the Syndicate now? Is it an interloper? A god? A desire of power? Is it naked ambition played out with a knife in a penthouse? A power play? A sicko killing for kicks? The world's a twisted place, it wouldn't surprise me. The balance has existed for millennia. Who's running the show now? I installed architect Carmelina as the acting leader. We have birthed Perfect 25, a wonderful new home of her design. She is best placed to oversee this new transition. And thus, super suspect, one would think. As bizarre as this vision of crime is, there is a further anomaly. Just one. You remember KHX? That's how we're pronouncing it now, because I say so. Our master craftsman. What about him? He is missing. We haven't had any contact with him for several days. And yet we haven't assumed he's dead. No, Lord. This is doubly concerning, as he designed the second Holy Seal that protects the Council. Let's keep asking questions, because I feel like that's our job. Is he a potential killer? If you can track the right truth through the darkened forest of secrecy, you might be able to prove it. That's certainly a response. I don't know if I'd call it an answer. You said words after I said words. Lady Love dies. It's been a while since we needed you. The Syndicate is in danger. You're in danger. Unspoken things beyond the stars are in danger. Do we want them to not be in danger? I thought the unspoken things beyond the stars were bad thus far. Last time I tried to help my guy exiled for 3 million days. The island will not give up its secrets easily. What is the truth? What are the facts? Are they the same? Evidence, testimony. They're yours to find, yours to take. We must find who did this. But presumably I will not help. Crime cannot hide. Crime always wants to be found. The nature of crime is perverse. Starlight has the blood records of the Council. I've just updated Starlight with the blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and crime scene. We can't get in the crime scene! Yay, a blood sample. I need this solved so we can move on to the new island. A suspect isn't enough. I need concrete proof. I am linked to Starlight, a conduit of justice. She will track your case files. She's just unlocked her suspect module. Your money's on an inside job, frankly mine also at this point. Investigate. Interrogate. Find the gold evidence in the silt of the island. When you are ready, bring them to me and we'll begin the trials. The trials will determine the guilty. Assemble your facts and present a truth to me. You may not understand your truths. Bring them to trial and we will reveal the guilty together and attain clarity. We can start the trials whenever you are ready. They will be the climax of your investigation, but you determine when that climax will be. Okay. Are you ready to investigate? This island will try to hide the truth from you. When love dies, all that remains are the facts. That doesn't make a huge amount of huge amount of sense, but good job on your catchphrase. It's solid. A jewel across the sun-drenched streets between the investigator and the truth. Paradise Island is yours. Crime details received. Yeah, a truth. That does seem to be the thing of this, is that you can find the facts. All the facts are things that are true in the present, like finding evidence and remains and stuff, but then the truth is spinning the story out of that. Reminds me of, is it a Chris Addison line? It's an old line by some comedian. All archaeology can tell us for sure is that we were all skeletons who lived underground. Everything else is supposition. And yes, I know the problems with that before anybody in chat gets on me in defense of archaeologists, but yeah, it's very much the same thing. It's find the facts and spin what appears to be the truth from. Me talk about feel like the embodiment of unbiased justice would want the truth, not a truth. Well, yeah, but is there such a thing as the truth? necessarily. 2352, Henry Division escapes from the Desolation Cell. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 was guarding him. Midnight. The council are murdered. Efficient, I guess. 3 minutes past midnight. Henry is found out. I'm doing Judge's voice. Henry is found outside of the council building by Akiko. Need to work out what voice I'm doing for Starlight, because I can't. Well, I guess I can kind of do this. I just feel like it might be annoying. Oh, 03. Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found. The first seal guards are murdered. 05. Akiko confirms to witness that the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. 006. Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the Paradise Gates. Yeah, it's the immediate assumption of authority that makes me not trust Judge, I'll be honest. Because that's usually a sign of somebody who is far too prepared for this situation. 032. Syndicate meeting is held in courtroom. Judge appoints Carmelina as acting leader. 0316. Judge decrees that they are bringing Lady Love Dies out of exile. A full investigation will happen before the island ends. 331. Judge activates Starlight and waits for Lady Love Dies to make contact. Crime details and... got some new notes.
Key item obtained.
A blood sample taken from Henry Division, the prime suspect of the council murder last night. Well, this is what we in the business would call a lot. Okay, investigation notes. Potential leads. What's the second Holy Seal? The answer should be somewhere within the council building. Third Holy Seal, deep within the council building. Need to examine the 2 murdered guards that were the first Holy Seal, and the 4th Holy Seal is a mystery. 1 second. And I'm back. We need to question Crimson Acid, Yuri Knight, Lydia and Sam Daybreak, The Witness to the End, Grand Marshal Akiko 14, Carmelina Silence, Dr. Doom Jazz, Henry Division, and K8 and find KHX. God, these are some good names. Just A+ names all the way down. Case files we have files on everyone. Nothing on Judge, just saying. So, Akiko 14, born in Mihai, Romania, AD 991, under the sign of New Knight, the Grand Marshal of the Syndicate's God Justice Marshals. I mean, we'll probably find out a lot of these things when we meet them, but this is me, I read all the words in games when I can. Carmelina Silence, born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the 4th Island sequence, under the sign of Blood Dancer, architect of the island sequences. Crimson Acid, born in the Hospital of Our Martyred Goat, England, in AD 1002, under the sign of Endless Moon, the Syndicate's idol turned secrets broker. I mean, I kind of feel like if there's going to be a Hospital of Our Martyred Goat anywhere, it'll be in England, let's be real. Dr. Doom Jazz, born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland, in AD 988, under the sign of Cosmic Deceit, the Syndicate's doctor. Henry Division, a citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago, father unknown. Possessed by a demon 10 years ago, currently incarcerated in the Desolation Cell, accessible from the South Beach. Lydia and Sam Daybreak, the married ex-assassins. The Witness to the End, born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of Destroyed Eden, overseer of the end of the islands. And Yuri Knight, born in the Marble Chambers on Island Sequence 15, under the sign of Dire Rose, secretary to Architect Carmelina and the Ferryman's handler. Okay. And yes, we have... So the crime to handle crimes, last night the council were murders, they birthed next islands, power play or killing for kicks, who did it and why. And we have no evidence on anyone for it. KHX, is missing. The Syndicate's master craftsman and designer of the second Holy Seal that protects the Council haven't been seen for a number of days. And miscellaneous evidence, because, you know, what would a mystery be without that? And then it suddenly becomes important. Also, just calling it now, because I've seen any noir thing ever, the two cases are the same case. In our inventory, we now have this blood sample from Henry Division. Oh my god, there's so many things! So, on the council, we have Leader Montserrat, murdered. The Syndicate's glorious leader, he performed the Syndicate with his mentor Ezekiel. Montserrat became the leader of the Syndicate when he killed the mad leader Ezekiel and saved the Syndicate from darkness, a bit last night's massacre. Gabriella Devotion, hailing from North Africa, High Priestess Gabriella Devotion, is seen as a mediator between the Syndicate and the gods. Only certified priests are allowed to communicate with the gods, since communing with astral deities opens passages in space which demons can pass through. Murdered last night. Pandora 2 established the Dead Nebula Company early in the Syndicate and became the only goods manufacturer on the islands. In conjunction with Masahiro Heavy Industries, she established the Deep Factory in the sprawling caverns under the islands, based on last night's massacre. Kafka Memory was a founding member of the Syndicate and conceived the plan to mass abduct citizens from the real world and bring them to the islands. What? Forcing them to worship the god. Okay, that's immediately putting a different slant on things. The fact that we are apparently canonically not in, quote-unquote, the real world. Although, I mean, I guess that came across a bit. A cold-hearted man that grew increasingly introverted over the millennia. Lunatic Pope. My god, that's a name to give someone. Second in command to Gabriella, and handles most of the day-to-day running of the religious aspects of the Syndicate. Born on the Fifth Island, and advanced into the Council through selfless devotion and a brain for interpreting bureaucratic aspects of the God's dogma in last night's massacre. Fine Stranger. A mystery to almost all in the Syndicate and Council. It's unknown where he came from. Responsible for reading tomes during Council meetings. Murdered. Leon Disaster. Early in the Syndicate, the need for a currency arose. Disaster found a way to harden blood into crystals. It was decided that only his blood would be used so as not to flood the market. My god, there's a lot there. Just like, hey, how would you like to be the new gold standard? All our currency will be your blood. Just your blood. Just cuz. Maken Origin took over Masahiro Heavy Industries when Masahiro himself was murdered by the mad leader Ezekiel. Since then, Maken has used her flair for industrial design to grow MHI and adapt to the changing needs of the Syndicate. She's responsible for the maintenance of the Syndicate's power source, the reality folding drive. And Aiz Kiwami, born in a remote area of India, and came to the Syndicate during the Great Betrayal. Just dropping that in there. After saving Doom Jazz from torture, the two chased after the newly formed Syndicate as they made their way through Mesopotamia. Aiz Kiwami took his own life several years ago. It's unknown why. So he did it, right? Just saying. Everyone on the council is dead in this massacre, except one who mysteriously killed himself several years ago. By which we mean faked his own death, right? I mean, I know it could just be invoking noir tropes to throw me off the right track, but putting that out there. This is all stuff we've read. Sam Daybreak, born in the shadow of the dragon, in Turkey in 18999, under the sign of Shadow Zero. Barmaster at bar, knife through the heart. Isaiah Bullet procures conditions and distributes citizens on the island previously married to Lady Love Dies. Okay, that's good to know. Moved to Island 25 before the murder. Nicolina Rose works directly under Pandora 2 to manage the Dead Nebula operations, responsible for negotiating the Crimson Acid collaborations. Moved to Island 25. Jaheim Fortune maintains the Syndicate graveyard on top of the mountain, responsible for all funeral rites conducted for Syndicate members. Moved to Island 25. Madam Complex, there's a drag name for you, responsible for maintaining the gardens around the island. also performs the duty of the opening of a door at the end of the year. Move to Island 25. Balthazar Tears, the lead engineer from Masahiro Heavy Industries, working under Make an Origin. Responsible for the God Bruiser nuclear weapons. Move to Island 25. Grace Bloodlines, responsible for conducting and overseeing the exorcising of demons that possess island inhabitants, murdered by Henry Division 10 years ago. KHX, a craftsman that produces items of exquisite workmanship, tasked with crafting ceremonial items, responsible for creating one of the Holy Seals. Missing, hasn't been seen or heard from in a number of days. And the judge we already heard about. Henry Division we already talked about. And citizens, 3,106 worshippers and workers, victims of mass abductions, brought to the islands and forced to worship the gods. The psychic energy created by that worship is channeled by syndicate priests and fed to the gods. Citizens are the lowest class of island inhabitants, spending their lives in worship and working in the deep factory and farm. Yes, I've kind of spent my life, I've done a lot of noir and mystery stuff, so I recognise a lot of the tropes we're going in here, but who knows what they're going to do with it. Oh god, there's a large timeline that I now have to read, because of course I will. Man's prehistory. The gods come to Earth, gift man technology, and the world becomes embroiled in a millennia-long war. The gods are betrayed by their enslaved armies and are killed, imprisoned, or driven from the Earth. The Syndicate is formed by worshippers of the gods. The imprisoned god Silent Goat learns of the Syndicate and psychically gifts them his power. The Syndicate use his power to create the Paradise Island sequences and the reality folding drive to fuel them. Sequence 13, Lady Love Dies is seduced by the god Damned Harmony. She's exiled to the Idlelands. Sequence 24, 964 years ago, Paradise Island Sequence 24 is born. And yet, okay, so there is something weird going on with time, because we've been exiled for... how long was it, did we say? 3 million-ish days, so... I'm gonna say 8,000 years, isn't it? Can't count. Cool, ignore me. 10 years ago, demonic corruption incident. Henry Division illegally communicates with the gods and is possessed by a demon of unknown origin. Henry murders his mother, and during his arrest he also kills the Syndicate's exorcist, Grace Bloodline. Demonic corruption taints the island. Paradise Island 24 is condemned. Preparations are made for the birth of the final sequence 25, nicknamed Perfect 25. Then they go to the Penthouse to meditate, and then that whole thing that Starlight just told us. And they were all dead. Got the map, we are here, the courthouse, the seat of justice. There's Dr. Doom Jazz's luxury yacht, that's a thing. Apartment blocks breed madness. People are too close to each other, but relatable, I feel. Desolation Cell is off there. Next to the gates. There's the beach, there's the dead zone. Demons rot the fabric of the world. A number of apartments were knocked down and replaced with houses as an experiment. Would the citizens stop killing themselves and each other if they have better quality of life? Honestly, this is just your thing of capitalism will provide better lives for you when you make it sufficiently inconvenient, I suppose. Danchies used to be aspirational apartment blocks. The bubble burst when citizens realised they're a cradle for unhappiness. Okay. So we're certainly getting some stuff together. I don't know what. Anyway, we're like an hour into the stream and I've had like 3 conversations. They give me words, I have to read them. It's how the system works. We have a flashlight, which is bound to T for some reason. Because it's a torch and this was made by British people. What am I talking about? America has poisoned my mind. Well, these are neat little witness boxes. Anyway, architecture aside, should we actually leave this building? Oh, I'm glad you like that. I read the words because I will continue. Left control for AR mode. Whoa! Oh, this is neat. This is neat. So Lydia's over there. That's Akiko and somebody else. I'm guessing Henry behind her. Don't know who that is. That's the witness. Fury. So right, is this just a generic thing for like marshals or something? Crime scene. Is that Carmelina? That's Dr. Doom Jazz. Judge is there. Sam's there. That's neat. That is neat. Oh, look, you're here. A moment of your time. Why? Yeah, exasperated is right. Am I going to be seeing a lot of you? What now? I understand you've got a lot on your plate. A mass murder on an island full of weirdos and all that. I feel for you. I really do. Skip to the end. You know the blood crystals, that currency you guys are so precious about? I took the liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving. Sounds like you stole a lot of people's money. Not people. Rich people. Screw them. Soulless bastards. I mean, Shinji makes a good point. Anyway, you'll need some currency to make it through this. Grease the wheels and all that. Point is, I've scattered the blood crystals around the island for you to find. You already did one. A little game. A bit of fun. A little fun game. You need currency, right? Bribe a secret out of someone here, bottle of whiskey there, you know? You and I have different definitions of fun. Potatoes, tomatoes. That's not right. Catch you later! No, I'm increasingly down with Shinji. Something's very loud over here. Oh, there's a relic there. Oh no, that's a blood crystal. God, you didn't hide that one very well. 8,239 years. Yeah, that's a lot. Save point. Need to spend money to unlock fast travel. Well, it'll give us a free skin, and you know, we just found a blood crystal.
Fast travel unlocked.
Oh, that just unlocks this location. You need to pay for every location. That's something. Skin obtained.
Skin obtained.
Symbols of justice. Starlight skin obtained. Justice. Lots of justice. The ego must be seen. Apply your mark to everything you own. Generation Remix will never die. I am called out. So wait, how do we open those? Skins. Yeah, symbols of justice. Whatever flowers these are. What's up here? Nothing's flagged up here, so let's go anyway. Our leader, Montserrat Breaker. Seriously, the names in this are so good. And this is a goat. There's many goat statues. What are these statues of the gods? I'm guessing. Which way am I heading? It doesn't tell me. It's not a detailed map. There's something down there worth poking.
Relic obtained.
Island sequence 20 memento. 20th island sequence. The mountain collapses. Why? How? It was supposed to be perfect. You know how it is when sometimes you just pull a memento for a dead world out of the gilded ribcage of a goat. Okay, we hit the mountain gorge, which is very loud, but then it's a waterfall. They are very loud. Not super considerate for those of us who are trying to do commentary over it. Hi. The investigator, I presume. Where did you come from? Where does anyone come from? Who are you? My new name is One Last Kiss. New name? My old self was left behind, taken from me. I assumed a new form, a new name. I wonder if you'll discover my old self. When you look around this island, what do you see? Unknowable secrets always on the edge of my vision, rarely allowing me to focus on them. This island is 1,000 little tragedies waiting to be discovered. I know where one is. When things die, where do they go? Do you think I am dead? If I am, where would I be? You want me to find your resting place, the Syndicate Graveyard. This little game better lead to something. I hope so too, investigator. Got a note. Aye, that happened. I get the feeling that that will be the vibe a lot of the time. One Last Kiss is playing games. I need to find her. Something over here is going ping. Tower that broadcasts music to the speakers on the island. Does it take me there? New music file added. Midori Eyes. The woman at the cocktail bar. I remember her. A lifetime ago. Or was it in another timeline? I should have made a different choice. That looks like a blood crystal. Can I get over to it? Over these rocks? I mean, this seems wildly unsafe, but...
Blood crystal obtained.
I very much doubt I'm going at all the way the investigation wants me to go, but I think it's meant to be one of the whole things with this game is that it's freeform, so... Basically, we're going this way. That's a cool thing. I wonder what that is. That's the pyramid where apparently a god lives. That's... You know, that's a thing to have on your skyline. Does that map give us anything on what that thing might be? No, T is the wrong button. Tab. It's not the yacht. Nope. At least I assume it's not the yacht. I don't really think I can assume anything at this point in the game. Here's a save point. Oh yeah, I didn't actually save at the last save point. I should get used to doing this. And sure, I've got the crystals. Let's unlock fast travel and get your skin.
Starlight skin obtained.
Symbols of medication. It must be nice being an incessant yacht owner. That's just the noise the save point makes. Here is a house. KHX's workshop. Okay, so keep expecting M to bring up the map, and it never does. Okay, so yeah, we've gone up through the gorge from the courthouse. So we've been heading east. It'd be nice if we had a compass. We don't. Okay, whatever's making that noise, can I make it stop? There's a broken necklace with an order fork. It's for Akiko. She asked KHX to fix her necklace. Akiko's necklace, new note, evidence. Maybe this puts her at the scene of a crime. But we don't know there is a crime here yet. Case file work has not been carried out for 3,004,769 days. Please review the following information. All obtained evidence is stored in Starlight. Case files are opened automatically as you find evidence. Starlight will link each piece of evidence to the relevant suspects in each case file. Very nice of you. Starlight will also update evidence as new facts are discovered. Starlight is limited to tracking and categorization. The investigator must use their intuition and reasoning to define the truths. Since this is the first piece of evidence you have acquired, Starlight will now display how the evidence is categorized. This is the only time this flow will be displayed. If you wish to see this flow every time you acquire evidence, please enable evidence flow in the options menu. Who knows, we might. Let's see what it's like. God, it's been so long since I played a proper mystery game. I've got used to very much just everything being Mass Effect shoot people all the time. Okay, so it just shows you that it goes into the case KHX is missing and then into Akiko's file. Okay. Honestly, the next time I might turn it on. Just to keep my mind fresh. Stop making the noise. This is exciting. There's an unsent letter to Crimson. KHX is accusing her of using him to get to the secret of the second Holy Seal. Was Crimson in a relationship with KHX? He says the key is missing and says he's going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. There's some evidence for you. Why does Crimson want the key to the second Holy Seal? Can I... I can get to the options from within here. Yeah, I'm gonna... evidence assignment. Let's turn that on, just because it'll keep my brain... keep me remembering what goes where. Paradise Island, 249th annual worship date for the Crimson Acid competition. KHX suddenly seemed to have an obsession with Crimson. There's posters everywhere. Yeah, this is a lot. KHX's diary. There's a lot of notes here. A lot of scrawl and technical drawings. They're interspersed with ramblings about ascending to heaven. He seemed to think he was chosen by the gods. He talks about Crimson being his queen in the astral heaven. What was going on between them? Yeah, we really need to talk to Crimson about all of this, because either there's something going on with her, or KHX is being a massive creeper towards her. This tuft of hair is coarse, like an animal's. Hang on, is this goat hair? It's the same colour as Crimson's hair. There's no sign of a struggle or fighting. There's no blood. Something happened to KHX here. Was it cleaned out? Here's something over here. Hello, sweet, sweet hardened blood.
Love crystal obtained.
Yeah, that's something. So I'm guessing that's like the deep factory next to... I'm guessing that's the reality folding engine? God, what a skyline. There was a river there. Okay. What's that? It looks like a trail of something. This is interesting. Drag marks leading off the edge of the cliff. They lead away from KHX's workshop. Drag marks that lead from KHX's workshop to the cliff edge. There aren't any footprints. Hard to say how many people were involved. Suspicious. Okay, but that's flagged in crimson for some reason. Oh, but it's also under unknown. Okay. Okay. Hello. And that's not flagged on my AR. I guess we're making our way down there. And we've established that the fall won't kill us. So let's just go, I guess. Grab the blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
Gonna need those. There's something over on that rock. Very much doubt I can get to it. Yep, cannot get to it. Gonna have to... Oh, but I guess I can fast travel back up, can't I? Oh. Pick up a bottle of whiskey, have a flashback to the bar, you know how it is. Oh wait, this is on the 25th island, okay. Sometimes the moon smiles at me. Drink your whiskey. I can feel the one in the golden city on the dark side of the grinning moon. I've told you before, don't talk about him. Not on this island, sometimes. Do not invite disaster. But drink your whiskey. Okay, so I'm getting little flashback slash
Relic obtained.
code whiskey. A bourbon with the taste of chocolate and hazelnut. That sounds awful. A nice whiskey to have with friends. Do keep in mind that your friends are all being monitored. Well, thanks for telling me, whiskey bottle. This passage goes nowhere. Cool. The Agri Fields. State-of-the-art agriculture facilities that produce the island's synthetic food. The reality folding drive is marked on my map. I'm just an idiot and can't read. Cool. Well, hello there. Let's investigate this scene. This is KHX. Was. Is. Never been a fan of metaphysicality. I sometimes drank with him. He was quite reserved, but opened up after a beer. Intense guy. Focused. Obsessive. What's the body telling me? Okay, so the outlines are, like, there is a corpse, but we're not showing it because of the visual style of this game, which feels quite Danganronpa as well. Which makes sense with all the pink. New note. Initializing vision engine with those sweet dial-up sounds. Oh, and now the corpse is there, we just don't see it in the overworld, okay. KHX's fist is gripping something tightly. It's an ornate ring with a deep blue sapphire set into it. Why was KHX gripping this so tightly when he died? Did this belong to the attacker? KHX suffered a massive blow to the head, there's blood everywhere, and it looks like the skull's cracked. He was struck once, and for his sake I hope he died immediately. Victims of attacks from the front often know the attacker, so it was probably one of the syndicate. Yes, this corpse does look different from the people we're seeing. I'm thinking, like, we're mostly seeing kind of the alternate reality that's being projected over things. Oh, did it spell that wrong? Yeah, there may be typos. I try and just gloss over them so I can read stuff better. Those seem to be everything I can see. Alrighty then. I assume he was dragged here and dumped off the edge of the cliff. This is a secluded spot. Oh, yeah, you made... Okay, yeah. There's a ring in his death grip fist. Why was he holding this when he died? Is this a message? It's a gaudy ring with a bright sapphire inset. Rest in peace, KHX. I'll find out what happened to you. Yeah, so I think the next thing to do will be talk to Crimson about all of this. There is a lot to think about here. Many thoughts. Is that another bottle of whiskey? No, it is a blood crystal.
Crystal obtained.
Gotta get you some of that crystal blood. There's another one over there. Sure, why not? I got the feeling we're gonna need these. I know this because a demon told me so.
Blood crystal obtained.
With the kind of the low poly aesthetic and the island setting, also I'm getting shades of The Witness. Also, we seem to have multiple pyramids going, or are they all the same pyramid and you just see it no matter which direction you look? I'm just exploring now. Yes, I should probably be heading to the next lead, but I'm just getting an idea of the space. Which I mean in a largely metaphysical sense, because we all know that I don't mean actually learning my way around the space, because that will never ever happen. Yes, just a heads up to new viewers of the stream, I will get lost. A lot. This is certainly a thing. It's traditional to donate and let blood in prayer at a temple. Okay. Spend one of my blood crystals? Sure. May the silent goat walk with me. Drop some blood, get a relic.
Relic obtained.
A carving about the god Lost Pain. Escaped to the moon's dark side, have been leeching power from the core of the moon. Worshipped by the moon cult, he will drain the moon dry to regain his power. Desires to scorch the earth clean in his revenge. Okay, that's... God, I swear every paragraph in this game is just like, well, there's a lot to unpack there. This deity brought to you by somebody who's never met a goat. Well, by the looks of it, like, from the iconography, I don't know if all the deities are goats and this just happens to be the silent one, or just all our iconography is of the silent goat because that was the god that worked with us. I don't know. This soundtrack, though, this is funky as hell. I've been buying this one to finish the game. And here we have something. Playful stones. A common game among children is Celestial Thrones. Stones are arranged on a grid, and players take turns moving them to capture the opponent's stones and stacking them. Okay. There's a crystal that I can use to replace all the blood I just gave to that shrine. That was a sentence. Anything over here? Other than this funky, funky music. If we take a look at the map, so we're on the beach. I mean, we came from the Agrifield, so we must be working our way around to the graveyard. Which is good, because that's where One Last Kiss wanted us to go, and we should have more interactions with her before I forget what voice I did. Who am I kidding? I will. Yes, characters will probably change voices swiftly and without warning. Here's the remnants of a beach party, that's fun. Nothing tagged as interactable though. That, I'm guessing, is the opulent ziggurat, on the grounds of it being ziggurat shaped. Let's just check out here before we go anywhere else. Here we have a vending machine. Drinks cost blood crystals. Should I use this machine? Browse cold, refreshing drinks. I can buy whatever that is. I mean, I've got to give it a go. Power of Goat Soda. A soda with additives to give you an energy boost. You too can have the power of the Holy Goat. I've got a call. I've got a call incoming. Dead Nebula. Dead Nebula thanks you for your purchase. Please enjoy your cold, refreshing beverage. Dead Nebula monitors the drinking habits of all inhabitants of Paradise Islands, be they syndicate or citizen. For security reasons, we need to analyze your voice pattern. Please say the following phrase. Dead Nebula, more refreshing than a cosmic apocalypse. Well, I guess some of them were refreshing. It's been a while, Lady Love Dies. That damned harmony thing was a mess. How about some free drinks? We're not authorized. You know how it is. What brings you back to the island? The council mass murder last night. No way! We thought something was wrong. We got down to the last of our stock and no one's refilling us. The island can't end until I solve this case. How does it feel being back on the beach? I was born to investigate. The idle lands are no place for an investigator. We feel you. Nice to see the investigation freak again. You got the inside scoop for me? Any weird drinking habits? When that demonic possession happened a decade ago, we sold a lot more sanity. People like protection. Does it actually work? Does anything? I mean, they make a good point. Water works, hydration is good. Listen, you're one of the good guys. We want to help. You keep buying drinks and we'll see what we can do. There's a broken vending machine in the warehouses. Someone jammed something in it. We think it may be an upgrade for Starlight. That's what you usually stick in a vending machine. Alright. It's going to take some time to get the machine rebooted. Which is code for buy more drinks. Well, at least they're upfront about it, I guess. The island's hot. I'm sure I'll be thirsty. That's the spirit. We'll be in touch. Alrighty then. I've already bought everything from this machine. Okay. Date with Crimson Acid competition. This is the boarding point for boat trips which go around the island. The sign says that the boat rides were shut down by Yuri Knight a few days ago. Interesting. There's no reason given. I wonder why. Why would he shut them down early? Effective immediately, beach boat trips are suspended indefinitely. Anyone found on a boat will be in breach of syndicate law. This is an unsorted evidence. I'm not sure why it doesn't go under Yuri Knight, but hey. New ship, Lady Love Dies, and the island. No, we can't have any more ships. If you're found on a boat, it's against the law, apparently. Save the game. Get used to doing that.
Getting saved.
And let's unlock fast travel, why not? I've got the crystals.
Fast travel unlocked.
God, and travelling cost crystals as well. Oh god. Okay, that's going to be a thing. I guess it's just like a convenience thing anyway. The blue. The ocean is so blue. More blue than it has any right to be. Maybe a god lies buried beneath that sand. Maybe. Who can say? What if that? But just in case, let's put it on our computer. There's cans of drink just over here. Why, I could have just taken those instead of buying one. God. Here we have some totally normal, ominous beach obelisks. Do we have a metal detector but for corpses? I mean, I get the feeling our AR vision might do that once. I mean, I just put it on for a goof, but there's something highlighted in pink. Oh, that's the save point. It highlights save points. That's good to know. Thank you, chat, for making me learn something. Yeah, so there's your ziggurat. What is this, though? Other than jazz. No, mostly just jazz. Little terraced water features, which are nice. And something that goes ping. Tower that broadcasts music to the speakers on the island. There's a tape in here. New music file added. Yeah, so is this. Midnight melancholy on a desolate road. You can't beat it. Absolute loneliness. Just you and the choices you made. Make sure you get home safe. I mean, that is the vibe. Here we have a save point. I'm not going to unlock fast travel from it for now, because we've got the one just down on the beach, and I'm starting to feel I might need to be more economical with my crystals. Stop beeping. Oh hey, a crystal. Before we go down, let's pick this up. Island sequence 19 memento. 19th island sequence. When you sat with me and looked at the moon. I mean, is that to our ex-husband? The amazingly named Isaiah Bullet. There's a crystal there as well. But here we have... This button isn't working. I need to activate it first. What will the button do? Yes, there is a lot of world building in this game. Let's use the nightmare computer. No, because I need cosmos and pyramids. That's the most ominous security camera there has ever been. Bye! But maybe I will be able to get into it once I've got some upgrades and I can get some evidence. Get some facts so I can make a truth. But what's the facts to truth exchange rate, game? How many facts do I need to successfully make one truth? That's what Mordor uses for CCTV. Yeah, that was kind of a vibe. Kind of the vibe, even. Parkour! Anything's cooler if you shout parkour while doing it. It's just that.
Crystal obtained.
But really, I mean, most of your parkour doesn't end with you picking up crystals of hardened blood that you can use in vending machines. So, honestly, I think I've won this round. Checkmate, gamers. Yet more beach party remnants. God, there's so many free drinks around. Why did I pay for them? Why would I ever pay for them? Oh, more stuff over here. More crystals. Gotta love those free monies.
Crystal obtained.
Not sure we need the full screen pop-up every time we pick one up, but here we are. Clearly we have the maximalist vibe going on anyway. Oh, hello. It's you. Do you think whoever did the murder is evil? They have to be right. They have to be right. Murder is evil, and so on. Evil is a worthless trait cowards assign to people they wish didn't exist. That's arguably true. It's a hand wave. By not examining why we think of them as evil, we'd learn less about ourselves and our society. The Syndicate is trying to resurrect a race of alien gods that enslaved man and fought millennia-long wars. I don't think you should be spouting off about evil. I mean, he's not wrong. That... You know what, Shinji? I agree with you. That's a surprise. Had some time to think in the Idle Lands. Oh man, I love it when people lose their faith. Have a good one, you heathen. That's going to be how I end conversations. I mean, the exploding into dust while cackling is optional, but just have a good one, you heathen. That's... Is that where I started off? Was I just up a tower this whole time? Huh. And also, if I've made it to the ziggurat, I should have hit the graveyard before then. Let me just quickly run up there, now that I've remembered I can run, for one thing. Unless, are the ominous beach obelisks the graveyard? It's possible. Except, No, because area transitions would get marked on my camera. Oh hey, more blood crystals now turned around. Right.
Blood crystal obtained.
And something.
Recording obtained.
Recording obtained. What do they know? What have they seen? The eyes are watching. The ears are hearing. The lines stop and start. Geometric. Crisscrossing the air. But not everywhere. I had a visit from the marshals. They're on to me. I bet it was the guy next door. All he does is feed the fish, gossip. Get a life. Wise words. Okay, so that's a recording of somebody. Slightly bothered that I don't know where the graveyard is. Can I get up here? This looks possible. Parkour. Nope. No, I cannot. Okay. I'm sure it'll turn up. I think I get the feeling that this might be how this game works, is just don't think about it too much, just keep moving and something will certainly happen. But what's going to happen now is I'm going to take a break. Okay, I will be 5 or 10 minutes, get a drink, stretch, you know, all the good stuff. That's what I'll be doing. And yeah, 5 or 10, I will be back, and we will continue to explore this weird island and find out what the hell is going on. And possibly have a demon swear at us some more. Okay, love you all. Back in a bit. And we're back. Hello, everyone. Right, let's get back into it, shall we? So, if we just keep following the beach around, see what happens. I was really hoping to find that graveyard, but maybe we will. Oh, what the? Hello. Hello? Question mark? Well, those were not the words I expected to see. Let's talk to a horrified ghost. It happened right here. Can you believe it? Believe what? A horror! A waking horror! This island, it's a carnival of nightmares! It has its charms. You're insane! All of you insane! You weren't got by him? By who? The vampire! That horror! The vampire horror! A vampire killed you? On this beach? A nighttime stroll resulted in gross murder? Investigation mode. When was this? What is time on these islands? No one cared. No one believes in vampires. It happened. I can't leave this place until I know there's evidence. Finding evidence is what I do. The horror! Alright. I've got a new note. A horrified ghost was killed by a vampire on the beach. Having an extremely normal one over here. Ooh, what's through here? Anything grab my attention over here? Ooh, there's a blood crystal. May as well grab that on my way. I say on my way, it's a mild version, but only a mild one. Or what? Or I could just get turned around and lost. Well, there's one there. Can I pick them up while I jump? Don't need to. Cool. Good to know. Cool and good. citizen housing.
Relic
Memento of the 22nd island sequence. The vampire murders begin. We'll be haunted by this vile monster in our ranks. Okay, so the 22nd island had vampire problems as well. I say as well. Is it the same problem as repeating? Or what?
Relic obtained.
18th island sequence, the erroneous timelines. Gregory Complex gave his life, so they may be switched back. Also a great name. I mean, I feel like we can take that as read from now on. It's just all names and it's like, great. Here's a phone. Let's pull fast travel here. We've got a lot of crystals.
Fast travel unlocked.
And let's save.
Game saved.
Aspirational view, Starlight Skin. Wouldn't it be great to have an apartment with a view like this? Imagine how few problems you'd have. You know, I'm not convinced. And there's a vending machine. Yes, why not? Let's use this vending machine so people will talk to you. I can't even tell what that is, only partially because it's behind the chat overlay. Let's just buy it and see what happens.
Relic obtained.
Pillar flower. Okay. A standard carbonated soda drink. Popular with people that enjoy sitting on their balconies, trying not to look their neighbour in the eye. That does sound like me, so fair play. Ah, Dead Nebula didn't call us? Why did we even buy that drink? Disappointing. Okay, so there's people in that direction. Oh, the ghost is now on our maps, that's good to know. Stop beeping at me, phone. Oh, there's a shrine there, I could spend money, and here's some money.
Lost crystal obtained.
And listen to these extremely loud bugs. Yeah, have some blood. And Silent Goat, walk with me. And donating blood gets me
Relic
a
obtained.
carving detailing the god Endless Moon. The Goat Woman settled in France and defended the country from dire roads. Imprisoned in the underground palace in France during the Great Betrayal. There's so much just world building that's just here's a cool phrase. Moving on. Which I mean, like I'm down with. That's. I mean, come on! I just read Psycho Nymph Exile. Clearly, it's a world building style I can be down with. Hi, Shinji. I'm going to use the save point. And then I'll come say hi. The Dead Zone holds many secrets. Look at the scavengers above it. They feed off things that some do not want seen. It's a good place to hide something. You bet it is, Loved Eyes. You bet it is. There's some shit in there, alright. See ya. Okay. Valuable conversation, thank you, Shinji. I'm guessing I can't use this yet. Yeah, I need Cosmos and Pyramids. And the door is locked. Yeah, the door is locked. Everything makes so much ambient noise in this island. Yeah, the corruption seems to have not been totally held back. I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I mean, should I be walking on this? Who knows, really. Basically, it's probably a public health hazard and you should look to that. The Deep Factory is recruiting now. With the ever-present face of Crimson Acid. She does seem to be the face of everything the Syndicate do. And like, I mean, it's a good face. Another vending machine. Let's just keep buying drinks. Just contribute to capitalism and see what happens.
Relic obtained.
Oh. A fruit-flavoured soft drink makes you think of caring for your sick mother when you went travelling to Egypt with a group of friends. You have done neither of these things. But it's certainly evocative of something. And yeah, you can only ever buy the one thing, it seems. Oh, there's some money in somebody's front garden. I'll just... Oh no, that's not money, it's a thing.
Relic obtained.
Glittering sequin ward. A strange folklore developed among citizens, believing that scattering sequins outside their home would ward off demons. Does it work? Shinji over here, I need to test something. I'm just gonna glitter bomb you in the face, see if you mind. I can turn this person's fountain on and off. I should really be investigating, but just exploring this place is too much fun and leading to too much incidental world-building weirdness, and also I can steal money off of somebody's back garden table. And then I can get stuck behind the gate. Do I see something over here? Yes. A shameful fake golden crown. Someone used the black market for status. Foolish. Reprisals are often deadly. Wise words, wise words. I hear something. Is it underneath? Yeah.
Love crystal obtained.
I know how to video game. All about that exploration. Crawl under things, jump over things, pick up money lying around. Don't think too hard about whose it was. And that's how you video game, to be sung to the tune of Alexander Rybak's Now That's How You Write a Song. Disclaimer, if you hadn't heard that song yet, don't look it up. It's not worth it. Okay, this ghost handprint. That's a severed arm. This was someone's arm. Horrific. The wishes of the lost? Things better forgotten. Impossible to tell until it's too late. Relatable. Okay, so there's a severed arm over here. Also, Shinji is here. Shinji, can I talk to you about sequins? I heard that time separates passion from conspiracy. Question mark? Where did you hear that? How should I know? I can barely keep this form together. Who knows where I was drifting? How much time did this crime take? Was it opportunity or a centuries-old plan? Time's a weird thing on these islands. Hi. Good talk? Question mark? But real talk, my throat would love to have a conversation with somebody who isn't Shinji.
Game saved.
And here's a gacha machine. Gotta think.
Relic obtained.
Cute Tamago phone charm. Cute hamster friend. God, will this stream ever play a game where I can't get a cute hamster friend? Tamago is the star of a popular 4-panel comic, a citizen drew. Just, you know, it's that hamster, the one out of the young. Yeah, I am just passively exploring. The chances of me remembering how to get literally anywhere are slim. They are slim. And that's when we use fast travel and also the map, I suppose. Speaking of, I hear a phone. I no longer hear a phone, it may have been up on that. Well, there's something here, though.
Relic obtained.
Grubby skimming runes. An old superstition says that skimming runestones into the sea is a way to ease the consequences of your actions. Good to know that the trees don't have collision. That makes navigating these beaches a little bit... Oh! I have a call. Grand Marshal Echo 14. Love dies. We have the suspect in custody. You are not necessary. Oh, if you give me a SAS button, I'll press the SAS button. A suspect which escaped on your watch possibly murdered the entire council. Nenorosito. What? I feel like I should be able to work out what that means. Maybe the disgraced Grand Marshal can work with the disgraced investigator. Investigator Takinaibi Dingura. Okay, yes, she's Romanian, so it's Takinaibi Dingura. I think. Apologies to anyone who watches this who speaks Romanian. I don't. We have a suspect that's found with the murder weapon. He has motive and history. He was found with the council's blood in his stomach. We're not making a super collider here, Nenorotita. Henry broke free, tore through the prison bridge, breached the holy seals, and murdered the council. Case closed, investigator. I hope that this is as simple as it appears. The suspect is back under inhibitor sedation. Inhibitor sedation. Damp terror. Inhibitors are injected into him to keep him sedated. Go ask Doomjad if you want to know more. I'm guarding the suspect to the desolation cell on the rock. You need to speak to me again. The control panel to raise the bridge has been updated to accept your blood vial. Only I have access to the prison, but Judge ordered me to authorize you. The bridge across to the prison is on the south beach. Thank goodbye, Nenorojita. Okay, you just called me out of nowhere to tell me that. Good talk, I guess. Also, I think I heard a certain cackling demon around there somewhere. Well, hello? What do you want, freak? What's your deal? Security. After last night, I'm here to man the bridge controls. Why? These are the only controls. The Grand Marshal is guarding the killer. If he escapes again, which he won't, I'm here to raise the bridge. Good. Just in time. Glad Paradise is safe now. Didn't even need to press the SAS button there. Can't use that through the bars, which, you know, it makes sense. God, there is so much here. This island is large and full of stuff. Like this blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
And these statues of something. And this. These absurd message stones. Stones painted by children before they go to the slaughter ritual. They make wishes for their next life. Citizens don't have a next life. Great! God, this is so Dayglow, and then suddenly we'll go so dark. have found the gardens, apparently. I have done parkour.
Crystal attained.
Successfully accomplished one parkour, got one blood crystal. That's how it works. Yeah, these statues are certainly something. This building is large. Yeah, the new graphics for Mass Effect is... they've changed a lot in the new edition, it must be said. Also high. But what's over here? I hear you cry, and by you I mean me.
Relic obtained.
Memento of the fourth island sequence. We understand. Communing with the gods lets the alien devils in. They rot our islands and condemn us to failure. We must never speak to them. Some do not obey the law. Okay. Over here, there's a crystal.
Blood crystal attained.
Anything else? Yes, I'm aware I should probably be actually investigating the crime rather than just wandering collecting blood crystals, but on the other hand, no.
Blood crystal attained.
Why would you not want to collect hardened crystals of some dude's blood that you use to buy drinks with? Here is the council building, subtitled Palace of Carnage, which is a much better name. And over here we have, I'm guessing, evidence. This knife is inscribed with, "Always yours, Sammy baby." It must belong to Lydia. Okay, well Lydia's knife is here, that's questionable. There's no blood on it. Probably washed away in the last high tide. The blade is damaged though, it has nicks along it. Shame. This was a nice knife once. Again, why is this in unsorted evidence and not piled under Lydia? But hey. Yes, exactly as ephemerality. Absorbing the scenery is important. How else would we see whatever that's got going on? Yeah, so I think we can definitively say that I missed the graveyard if I'm all the way around to the council building now. But the council building is where the crime happened, so I'm actually arguably doing my job. Someone's been littering. Or maybe not. This bottle has blood in it. Okay, this Starlight did something. There are traces of the blood of every member of the council in here. No fingerprints. A weird and suspicious thing to find. Up above is the entrance to the council building where Akiko allegedly found Henry after the murder. Judge said Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach. He's being framed. This is a good way of getting it into him. Yep, I was thinking that. Did someone do the murder, then take blood from each victim, bottle it, and force Henry to imbibe it? Filed under alibi breakers. Yes, I know, the obvious murderer is innocent. It's a complete twist that nobody could possibly have seen coming, and all my expectations of the genre are shattered forever. These statues are such a lot, and I really like them. Yeah, I'm still betting on council member who mysteriously killed himself years ago. Yeah, drinks cost money, I know. Buy drink. Drink C1. I have the crystals for it. Indefinable spectrum. Popular chilled canned coffee. A blend of different flavours made to satisfy any coffee lover. That's not how it works. You can't just pour a bit of every kind of coffee into a cup and then be like, well, every coffee lover should like this. No. I'm still not getting phone calls after I buy drinks from the vending machine. It's very rude. Frankly, you've bred unreasonable expectations. Also, Shinji is here. Is this the end of the syndicate? Think out loud, Love Dies? How the hell should I know? They're your people. Now piss off and investigate. Alright. I'm missing a conversation about Nosferatu furries. Well, I'm sure I will be in that conversation moments after this stream ends, let's be real.
Those crystals obtained.
And if you're watching this on the VOD, you missed the conversation and also will never know where it was. A splendid pamphlet about the celebratory gardens. They're dedicated to Gregory Complex, the syndicate member responsible for weaving the broken timelines together several sequences ago. His sacrifice will be remembered. Yes, and I feel like Gregory Complex probably has something to do with this as well, and here's another ghost. Are you here to take me away? Where would I want to take you? To the ritual. Are you a citizen? Am I? I was once, but now I don't know. I'm lost. You're still here even after the citizen slaughter ritual preceding the end of this island. Why? Maybe the gods rejected my sacrifice. I knew the ritual was coming, we all knew it, but it was sooner than expected. I thought we had a few more hours, so I left the house to go and find something I'd lost. And what was that? A stone that had fallen from my ring. It was something my wife gave me to celebrate our first lunar cycle together. It's got no value, she just found it on the beach, but as we held it, our troubles seemed to fade. Being close to each other is all that mattered. When we got married, I had it placed in my wedding ring. It fell out a few days ago. So you were out looking for the stone? Yes, I needed that stone with me. Before I found it, the marshals came and took me to the ritual. I pleaded, I begged, I just needed a few more moments. I became so angry. If I couldn't find my stone, then at least let me see my family one last time. I was always told death would be peaceful, but that was a lie. And how do you feel now? The anger has not dissipated, but I'm still here. I'm here for a reason. I must find my stone so I can rest. Will you help me? Sure. You know how I love a side quest. I'll find your stone. I'm an investigator. Thank you. Look around the park between the citizen and syndicate apartments. I'm sure I lost it when I was sat on a bench there. Okay. So, let's check the map. So, citizen housing is there, citizen apartments there, syndicate apartments aren't there, okay. I am here in the gardens. Right. And here is the save point, and I think I've gone a little way, I will unlock fast travel there. The save points appear to be fairly frequent, so that's nice at least. And I've unlocked the Final Moments skin. This image was the last thing a drowning victim saw. Great! Oh, that's a tower with another music tape. Like, I'll never really use the music player, but, you know, collectibles. Lady Blue. Remember how her lipstick looked on the TV? And his lipstick. Divine. I loved those two. Late nights were better back then. Seriously, the soundtrack on this is just one bop after another. Okay, let's take that bridge. Is that the ghost I just talked to? Yes. Is that another phone, or is it the phone we just did? I don't know. Here's another phone. So many phones! And here's Shinji. I feel like I could talk to you all day, loved eyes! Please don't, my throat can't take it. What's on your mind? Everything. Nothing. You know how it is. Feeling quite relaxed. You're the only one on this island, Tess. That's why you're in this situation. Too many people that take things too seriously. They don't think about others, just their own advancement. That isn't how a perfect society runs. It's fair. Did you come from a perfect society? You don't get this attitude and charming personality unless you come from a place where everyone in the government is looking to scapegoat you for their own cruelty and fuck-ups. You personally? Of course not me personally. The lower classes. No time to chat. Things to do. But I thought you said... And again, should we come out of every conversation with this demon thinking, well, he's not wrong. Over here we have an aromatic mushroom. Mushrooms grow all over the island and are prized for their variety of flavours. Oh, there's so much. It's just that classic game moment of there's so much in every direction. Which do I pick? Well, first I want this blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
And now I don't know if I can get back over that wall. But is this the park the searching ghost was talking about? Because I think this is between the citizen apartments. If I save this, what does it say? What does it say I am?
Getting saved.
Citizen Apartments Prayer Park. Is that the one? I guess, maybe. Let's look around and see if we find anything. Like this, we found this. A fascinating grasshopper. Some people get very obsessive about grasshoppers, it's true. Don't want to tread into internet grasshopper discourse. It's all over the place.
Relic obtained.
Questionable donation. Citizens sometimes throw coins into fountains for luck. Luck doesn't exist. Open another gacha machine to find
Relic
a
obtained.
lurid crimson acid phone charm. Mostly collected by men, she has quite a few female fans. Tiny violin plays for internet grasshopper discourse. Is that a James the Giant Peach reference, Emily? Is that what you have just brought into my stream? Because if so, I'm here for it. Let's buy a drink. Well, maybe it should have been.
Relic obtained.
Cool melon. Yeah, I know there's lots of grasshoppers playing violins and various things, but let's be real. This just happens to be the thing I grew up on. A slightly sweet, melon-flavoured soda, best enjoyed on a summer's day, under a tree, fearing the last drop and having to return to whatever it was you were doing. God, there's a relatable vibe. Ooh, this is something. It's a glistening stone, a small but bright stone. Looking at it makes the world around you fade away, and you can hear distant memories imprinted on the stone by the wearer. This one's full of happiness. And in this cabinet we have
Blood crystal
some
obtained.
blood. Okay, I want to get back to that ghost quickly, and... Oh, wait, no, I don't. First, I want to throw some blood at this shrine. Silent Goat, walk with me and all that.
Relic
A
obtained.
carving about the first god, Silent Goat. Was the first god evolved man had contact with, sometimes known as the first for this reason. Captured outside the city of Mahoda Ending in India, tortured in the crystal caves, became aware of the syndicate and gifted them his power, killing himself. These are some good myths. Yeah, sure, it could have been an Eastern reference. I'm gonna experiment with the fast travel and see what happens. Oh, but first let's see what skip we got. Symbol of the Secretary. The slow poison of ambition creeps through your veins. Never living for the moment, but the next moment. The next moment will forever be out of reach. It doesn't exist. It never can. It's true. Yeah, let's see what fast travel's like. Spend a blood crystal, call Lydia. Sure, why not? Let's ride. Hey, LD. How's the investigation going? Barely started. It's progressing. Going through my suspect list. Am I on it? I guess it must be, right? We're all guilty until proven innocent when something like this happens, right? What about getting people to the next island? Anything strange? I'm still in charge of getting the syndicate off this island and onto the next. Someone's got moved, but the rest is stuck here until we crack this thing. I've done it for 23 islands without a problem. Yeah, that's by our timeline thousands of years. Once the council began meditating, I started movements. Get a call, do a pickup, go through the gates and onto the next island. Repeat. The island feels bad, LD. So, where can I take you? Okay, so where was? I think it was in the gardens. Celebratory Gardens Lower, I think. No worries, LD. Let's go. Yes, this was the right one. Hurrah. Have you found my stone? Yeah! I think I have. Really? Can I see? Oh yes, that's it. I can't describe how this makes me feel. It's like we're together again. Please, you keep it. I can feel myself fading out of this world, and I can't take the stone with me. When you hold it, I hope you can find the happiness that it gave me. Yo! Couldn't help spying on you. God damn it, Shinji. What do you want? You like that stone the spirit gave you? Yes? It has a wonderful depth to it. Oh! Hoping it was going to be a no. Why? Want to sell it? Why do you want it? Gems that are tied to the suffering of others are one of my collections. One of? Oh yeah. I also collect antiques from a planet populated by slug scholars. Also got a cabinet of calcified entrails, prayer wreaths from the mad monks in the Venus labyrinths. So, want to sell? 2 blood crystals, 1 time off. I mean, are they good for anything else? I guess. I mean, even the person we got it for said it was just a rock they found on the beach. Sure, I like blood. Deal. Hand over the crystals. Pleasure doing business with you.
Blood crystal obtained.
Alright. That happened. Did I buy anything from this drinks train? I did not. And you just get a little bit of nice world building with every drink, which is nice. Parasol obtained. A light floral drink, marketed at women, but very popular with men. Alright. Now, can I get up and... can I use this elevator? Oh, is that a, like, reader for your blood vial? That's interesting. Ooh. And here we find polite luxury chocolates. The standard gift given to the host when syndicate members visit each other. Good to have, I guess. And here's some well-loved secateurs. A craft person's tools are a thing of beauty. The grip has been worn into the perfect fit for the user's hand over years of use. Oh, hello, you're the witness to the end. Finally, a new character to talk to, and it's actually somebody named on our suspect list. So, you know, progress, I guess.
Witness to the end.
Yep, that's the witness there. Under the gaze of the gods, the so-called investigation freak returns to the island sequences. Witness to the end, overseer of each dying paradise, born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of destroyed Eden. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. Ezekiel found Witness and urged him to follow him. They became close. Witness was still a young man, and Ezekiel older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility, overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight. I do remember you. How long has it been since you last did work for our holy masters? Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans. Especially after last night. The island is ready to end. The time flow is broken. The gods are displeased. We are supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme, our holy work brought to a screeching halt by murder. The end times are looming, so many have strayed from the path. This must be a sign from the gods. Yeah, I'm just going to insult the gods at all points. The gods are capricious idiots. Another sinner fallen from the light and into heresy, just like the rest of this island. We're devoted to them, but don't think they're righteous. I'm here to weave some truths, not do their work. You have forgotten our holy purpose as well. Too many have. What's with the holy proclamations? This isn't your usual style. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The syndicate has lost its way. I have not strayed from the path. Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. I fear last night was one of our punishments. Or maybe it was a divine reminder our gods work in esoteric ways. Are you here to punish the wicked monster that committed this atrocity? The sinner that allowed demons onto the island? Will he burn in the fire of justice? Reminds you a lot of the judge. Yeah, they've got the same full drama all the time thing going on. How much of that is just the way I'm voicing him, can't say. How are you feeling about losing your jurisdiction? Judge has no right. It just proves how far this island has fallen. A holy man should be allowed to do his holy work. Yeah, I think it's a robe. It is pretty boss. And I love the cuneiform down his chest. It is good. Now, how can I assist you with your holy work? Ooh. New interface. Okay, so it's not a robe. I think it's like a... Is it one piece? I think it's like a jumpsuit with a sash. And I kind of want it. Let's talk case files. Yeah, let's just start talking about everything. Let's ask him about Henry. What's the French root word for jumpsuit? I don't know. I speak French, but that's never been a word that's come up. Do you believe Henry's responsible? Oh, it's just coming as on, isn't it? Yeah. That's what they use for that. Yeah, fair point. I did know that. All I could do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was part of their divine will. But do you believe Henry did it? It is not for me to question the gods. That answered none of my questions. Witness, do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council? This island is full of sinners. Our holy mission has been left unattended for too long. Any number of the sinners here could have done it. Perhaps it was an act of the gods. Heavenly anger leads to heavenly smiting. You do realize just how suspicious you're making yourself sound here. Just saying. Tell me about these sinners. The island crawls with them. They pay lip service to the gods, but don't follow our sacred mission. The island sequences have degenerated. They used to be righteous. Now I despair. What about the accused? Henry is a citizen, not a syndicate member. Citizens are sinners too. They do not pray hard enough. The syndicate do not compel them to pray hard enough. The citizens grow restless, insubordinate. Dissent spreads. This one let demons onto the island. Why stop there? That's a good story. Too good. Someone wants to pin this on a citizen, and we're too ready to accept it. We cannot conceive the esoteric ways the gods work. Another easy story. You're questioning the gods? Higher powers rarely provide the answers we need. But what about your motive? Do you have motive for killing the council? I am a humble servant, striving to live on the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on that path. Am I taking your word for that? What reason would I have to kill the council? How does that benefit our holy mission? Who determines the path? The gods, of course. Did the gods want you to kill the council? Don't be ridiculous. Alright. You have an alibi? Where were you last night? I spent the night here in my apartment. Can anyone corroborate that, or am I taking your word for it? You don't need to take that tone with me, investigator. Architect Carmelina was here as well. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting. Okay. Pry. That's what we're here for. Some romance at the end of an island. That period of our lives is long gone, investigator. Was there anything odd about her behavior? We had a pleasant time. We shared some wine I'd been saving and prepared to say goodbye to paradise. And you two were in each other's company all evening? I stepped out onto my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting. No more than 5 minutes. What time was this call? Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry. I'll follow up with the Grand Marshal. Not long after, marshals were stationed outside the elevator to my apartment. Do you have any proof that you were both in your apartment? With a nightmare computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. You can pull the records from that and check yourself. Okay. Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system? You can't be too careful. I take my privacy seriously. Paranoia. Got it. Thank you for your cooperation. So, we have an alibi for witness. We have an alibi for Akiko, assuming that this is true about the phone call. In his apartment with all night with Carmelina from he arrived at 1730, she arrived at 2100. Okay. Oh, and Henry's escape is now logged as its own separate crime. Interesting. Oh my god, there is so much here. This game is large and dense. Yeah, I don't know if it's large so much as dense. This dense game. And wait. So if that call took 5 minutes and it was made just after 11:52, there's still time before midnight, I will just say. It's not as there's a few minutes there not accounted for, so it's not the most perfect alibi. Let's ask about KHX. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Nothing. He often went for periods of isolation. Sorry, I can't help more, Lady Love Dies. Well? What do you know about Henry's escape? Only what the Grand Marshal told us. Have you spoken with her? I have not. Annoying that I can't ask you what she told you. Also, we can hang out. Want to chat, witness? I must warn you that I'm not one for long conversations. The gods are watching us. Do you think they are happy with what they see? Probably not. They are the calm eye of the storm, and we have fallen away from them, swept away in a monsoon of sin. Please tell me you also devote yourselves to the Holy Masters. Nope. I am a servant of the gods, but I have a job to do. Everything is secondary to our holy work. The recent bloodbath says otherwise. Please join me in a prayer. He journeyed across the stars. He came to us, gifted so much. He was the first, the holy catalyst. Man's dark age was scorched by the fire of devotion. In the face of sin and heresy, I sing the silent goat. He heard us in the crystal caves. He will hear us again. The first, the holy catalyst, silent goat. May we always walk with you. Sure, why not? He journeyed across the stars. He came to us and gifted so much. He was the first, the holy catalyst. Man's dark age was scorched by the fire of devotion. In the face of sin and heresy, I sing the silent goat. He heard us in the crystal caves. He will hear us again. The first, the holy catalyst, silent goat. May we always walk with you. Okay, Sophia. Yeah, you've made it with like half an hour. You are blessed. We have relationship values? Okay. That's something to know. May you fly with destroyed Eden, and may you reach the moon. Have I mentioned how this is a lot yet? Because it's a lot. Oh hey, a blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh cool, have you played it? I have not. I know nothing, and I'm confused, so no spoilers, I guess. Well, let's investigate this scene.
Scene investigation.
Investigate his apartment. Statue of the prophet crying grudge. The god endlessly weeps at the visions of the future he cannot unsee. Collection of plants. Witness collects and breeds rare plants. Sometimes he gives them as gifts, and then hounds you to take proper care of the most fragile plants on the planet. Wow, somebody's bitter. Oh yeah, no, the aesthetic is amazing. Witness's phone. I can take this to a comms tower and verify its location. That's good to know. Relics from Persia from before the Great Betrayal. These are early depictions of gods and demons. And the Silent Goat, the Holy Catalyst. Alright. Found Witness's phone in his apartment. Witness told me that he'd received a phone call from Africa. I can check his story out if I plug this into a comms tower. Good to know. Alright then. Hey dude, I stole your phone. Okay, bye. Back down we go. Is the stream okay for everyone? My preview has frozen. Please, somebody confirm in chat if the stream is still working. Meanwhile, I'm going to save.
Game saved.
Stream's still fine? Okay, cool. Right, my preview is frozen for some reason, so if anything goes weird with the video, I won't know, but you'll will, so
Crystal obtained.
keep me updated, I suppose. Okay, what else is there around here? So I should find a comms tower so I can check his phone out. I hear something over here. Monies! Money, 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 money. Here we have a pleasing waterfall. Well, not waterfall, even. I don't know, like a weir. God, this static sound is... I mean, I see what you mean, Emily. It's incredibly noticeable, and yeah, would be a very effective if, like, you'd always answer your phone, but you would then throw it in a lake. But what's around here? Again, I am not investigating with any great care right now. I'm just exploring the space. Here are... We're back at the citizen apartments. There's a ladder. Not much I can do other than use the ladder, so I'll do that. Okay, that door opens. That's good to know. As does that one. Here I am in an electricity substation. And that humming is getting to me. Yes, convenient waterway to throw your phone in.
Game saved.
Yes, there's lots of interesting ambient noises in this game. But I wonder what's up here. Something's telling me to buy more drinks. Here we have
Relic obtained.
a descriptive river power station schedule. The work schedule for the river power station. This station helps distribute energy from the reality folding drive. Okay. Oh god, yeah, that's a noise. Cool. Turn something on. Guess that accomplished something. Yes, the noise in this game is so much.
Crystal obtained.
But then I guess that's the aesthetic they're going for all round, is just that maximalism. Stop telling me to buy more drinks. I will comply. Give me some of that. Lost mountain water. Beautifully clear water once obtained from a well on an ancient mountain. The mountain was lost millennia ago. The water has never tasted the same since. Yeah, time is going very interesting on these islands. There's a blood crystal. Can I get it without jumping down? Well, no.
Crystal obtained.
Can I get back up? Also, no. Well, we're here now. Oh, right, this is where I talked to that marshal. Hello. These bars on the prison bridge have been destroyed. I presume this is how Henry got out. The desolation cell is connected to the mainland by this bridge. There's some residue. I'll run it through Starlight. residue sample. 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Starlight says this is thermite. Doesn't seem to be demonic in nature. It's not really explosive. Thermite doesn't explode so much as just burn extremely intensely, and I think the barium would do the same thing. Someone may have melted through these bars. But not demonic, which is interesting because that was the big thing with Henry being involved, is that they were all saying, well, he was possessed again. But could a possessed person do this? This door leads to the barracks. It's a secure tunnel to the desolation cell where Henry is incarcerated. It's coded only to Akiko's blood vial. Didn't she say she'd coded it to me? Oh yeah, okay, in terms of evidence, yeah. Back then, it would have only been for her. Hello, Marshall. Ooh, we can actually use this computer for once.
Nightmare computer.
Okay, so we're still just using goat symbols because we do not have the other three sets yet. So in that first one we have that. We have... Is it that? I am not sure, but we have that. We have that. And is it this? Yes. In there we have that and that. And in there we have... that, and
Nightmare
that.
computer unlocked.
Raise the bridge. Guess we're going to the desolation cell. This is where our explorations have brought us. Let's go and talk to Akiko. And also Henry if he's awake. And not quite so under inhibitor sedation as he was. This tunnel is long, y'all. Also, I just remembered I can run. Run. Right turn. Slightly too quickly. The desolation cell. Which is, like... there should be a metal band called that. Oh, this is a color palette. I'm gonna save...
Getting saved.
and I'm gonna activate fast travel because that bridge was long. And we get the bridge to nowhere Starlight Skin. This bridge appears when the planets align. Those who walk across the bridge travel to a new reality. Trapped there, the bridge disappears. See, I think long-time viewers of this stream will know how I feel about the carceral state. But, and it's a big but, if we absolutely have to have prisons, couldn't they look like this? Because this is rad. Just walk onto this altar, nothing bad will happen. Hi, Akiko. Nenorachita. Pardon? I'm calling you something unspeakable in my native language. Good to see you again, Akiko. Grand Marshal Akiko 14, born in Mihai Day, Romania in 18991 under the sign of New Night. The Grand Marshal recruits, trains, and leads her marshals in any military activity the Syndicate performs. Akiko was born an orphan in Mihai Day, Romania during the reign of the gods. She was drafted into the army of New Night as Damned Harmony's forces pushed across Eastern Europe. At age 13, she was leading guerrilla operations after excelling at hand-to-hand and weapons-based combat. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. New night had given her a home and a purpose. She had no intention of forsaking her god. Apparently means bloody or miserable. Yeah, just general curse in Romanian. Cool. I'll brief you on the murderer. Sass, 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 sass. Suspected murderer. We haven't been to trial yet. Everyone gets a fair shake. Tat Dracula Dingura. Yeah, once again, I don't speak Romanian. Which means... shut the hell up. Henry Division has been incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, assault, and attempted celestial rituals. Adding that to my record. Arrested during a redacted ritual to communicate with the god Redacted. Ritual was not complete. He had been under watch by his school and served a short jail time for attempting to communicate with the gods in a failed ritual. Okay. 1 year later, he succeeded in communicating with the gods. Demons poured in through the psychic pathways he opened. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment, a concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. He's been kept here in the desolation cell full of inhibitors ever since. So, how did he escape? I removed him from his cell and took him to the ritual stone. The blood pools in the recesses of the stone and stops the tainted liquid from touching the island. That Labagia took his chance when I opened the cell. He pushed me aside and then he was gone. This was at 23:52. You know the time precisely? I can tell you how many guns. How many guns? I can tell you how many rounds are in any gun I pick up. I can tell you the weight of any sword you hand me. Soldiers make sure they know things and then are cheated. How did Henry get a murderer? He took my combat knife. When he escaped. In the struggle, he grabbed my knife. Don't know if that's true. Yeah, this is all sounding very sketch. Did he attack you? No, he took it and ran. Where did you find him? Outside the council building? At 03. He was passed out. The demon did its work and left him broken. He had the knife with him. I attempted to secure the crime scene, but was unable to. We are not able to traverse the second holy seal. I'll traverse Sater Dun, Naibe, and wrap this up so we can execute him and go to the next island Love dies. Our orders are to investigate before we execute him. Don't drag this out. Do your work and let me do mine. Here's my report about last night. And a report on the Labag's history. Labag is probably Labadju, isn't it? It's history. God, my Romanian phonology is not perfect. Dr. Doom Jazz left his medical report with me as well. Take it. Doom Jazz examined Henry. When we found him, we called the doctor. It's standard practice to get him examined. Speak to Doom Jazz if you want to know more. Oh, sorry. Goodbye, Nanorochit. We have Henry's school report. We have Henry's previous rituals. We have Akiko's knife. And he was found with that weapon. That's the same clue, just in a different thing. And Here's Akiko's full report. Cool. That's a lot of things. This is Dr. Doom Jazz's medical report for Henry. Doom Jazz examined him last night after his arrest. Syndicate Health Assessment Document, Citizen version. Examination instructions state that citizens should be examined, not administer medication or care beyond what is necessary. Wow. Patient's body is strong but fatigued, shows clear signs of possession, scarring, burns, and arcane sigils. Blood work shows no signs of abnormalities or intoxication. Patient had visible blood around the mouth. Tests show this blood matches several victims of the counts of murder. But we found a bottle of that. Further samples confirm that blood was ingested via the mouth and within the stomach of the patient, likely ingested during the attack, or not. Patient appears free from mental illness, but is suffering from amnesia, a common side effect of demonic possession. Patient has no memory of the decade since his possession. Patient doesn't remember anything about the events of tonight. Collapse most likely due to extreme exhaustion from overexertion. During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh by the possessing demon. These symbols were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Since no exorcism was performed 10 years ago, Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within him. During prior examinations, the patient has complained about the white-hot rage inside of him. The patient's body had the correct dosage of demonic inhibitors. My final assessment is that the demon within the patient managed to overcome the inhibitors at a crucial moment. The patient escaped under the will of the demon with no memory of it having happened. Well, everything checks out. Okay. He was apparently full of inhibitors and sedated. How could he do this? The Catholic Church wishes they could. Yeah. Alright. Let's go and actually... If Henry escaped, this is where he started from, according to Akiko. I can measure the time he took if I find his end slot. Or I could talk to Henry Division.
Henry Division.
Who the fuck are you? Henry Division, the prime suspect, a citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago, father unknown, arrested multiple times by the marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture, imprisoned in the desolation cell after killing his mother during his possession 10 years ago. Intellectual and creative, but finds it difficult to apply himself. He struggled through his schoolwork until he became aware of demonology, and suddenly developed an interest in occult mathematics. I said, who the fuck are you? An investigator. I want to ask you some questions about last night. Okay, let's have a chat, a talk, a nice sit down. Let's start with your history. You're a citizen born on this island 27 years ago. No one knows who your father is. That's weird, isn't it, investigator? You syndicate fucks control this whole island. You don't know who fucked my mum? No DNA check. No nothing. You've been in and out of the Marshall Detention Center more times than anyone else. Fighting, robbery, arson, torture, and then finally you got locked up when you were possessed by a demon and killed your mother. You broke the law and started communicating with the gods, an act forbidden because the psychic pathways opened allow demons, other alien races, to enter our reality and corrupt the island. I grew up without a dad on a synthetic island in a different reality, forced to worship gods that want to rule the world. I needed something to do. Some fuck started giving me books on demonology, said I was a gifted astral communicator or some shit. His dad's probably Zeus. Yeah, that's usually how it works. You don't know who it was? Are you fucking deaf? Sounds like I need to look into this. I'm going to need a drink after this. You and me both. I'm going to stop it. You couldn't handle communicating with cosmic beings and a demon possessed you. Cosmic radiation poured out of you. Now we have the dead zone. A demon possessed you and killed your mother and Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist. Whatever you fucking say. I understand this is hard. You're the victim of possession. Fuck do you understand? I don't even know you. What do you know about demons? I used to be the head of the Paradise Psycho Unit. My investigations touched on gods and demons. Used to be? I let a god get into my head. He almost wiped the islands out. I was exiled. Poetic. 2 lawbreakers. What could go wrong? Are we gonna fucking get down to some actual questioning or what? Yeah, even when I clicked sympathetic, she's not really doing sympathetic. Before that, tell me about the demon inside you. I've had 10 years of this fucking thing writhing around inside me. Glass shards in my bones, blood boiling, flesh on fire. It's been a real fucking party. How does the demon make you act? My body used to be real pretty. Now look at me, I'm a grey husk covered in this demonic shit. These sigils constantly cook my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. I'd say it's had a pretty negative impact on my outlook and behaviour. Got any fucking questions or what? Yeah.
Demonic possession.
New case file. An investigation into the heart of madness begins. Lady Love dies must find the facts and assemble the truth. The road to her truth will be a long one. The journey will be hard. The light of her truth glows dimly, but with facts, it will shine bright. So yeah, we have a whole new investigation there. And all the evidence on him gets copied through to that. Somebody gave Henry a book on demonology, which... Oh, there's lots of talking to do here. Lots of talking. What's your motive for killing the council? Is that a joke, investigator? You syndicate fucks drag us citizens from the real world onto your shithole island and treat us like cattle. We worship your gods while you leech our psychic energy. I hate you. I hate the syndicate. I hate your council. That's my motive. I don't know about anyone else, especially all you syndicate fucks. Okay. What about the demon inside of you? I can feel it on the edge of my consciousness all the time. Shadows on the periphery of my vision. Did it make you kill? This demon is pure rage. White-hot, scalding rage has burned my mind for a decade. The demon wants to see this island scorched into nothing. Alright then. I'd do anything to placate him. That's relevant. Did you kill the council and martial guards? I don't remember. I've been told I killed them. Maybe I did. My memory's fleeting, like mirages in the desert that disappear when I get close. Do you remember anything about the night? New night. New night? The warrior goddess. My mind's like a desert covered in a fog. I can see things coming out of the fog, and sometimes I can walk towards them and latch on. My memory about last night's different. There's nothing there. No fog, no desert, just an expanse. Except I can see new night. Did someone say new night to you last night? No. I don't know. Maybe. I think I saw the goddess. Emily, Latin word order. I'd switch them around and go Nox Nova. That's it. I think that's a better name. Just putting that out there. You saw a goddess. Was this before or after you were found by the marshals? I don't fucking know, investigator. Why didn't you go and find out instead of making me do your job? This island has lots of statues of gods. I need to find the statue of Unite, she's the goddess of warriors. Barracks may be a good place to start. Okay. Yes, the official version of events doesn't give him an opportunity to see Unite. Tell me how you escaped. You fucking tell me, investigator. I can't remember. Can you remember anything before you escaped? Agitation. Screams inside me. They woke me up for the first time in years. Screams? There was a burst of them. My whole body felt like it was on fire. I wanted to burst out of this world. Any idea what caused this? Oh, just Nova and Nox as a duo. That, yeah. I like that. It's your fucking job to find out. Memory patchy. Suppose it's possible he could have done it, which, you know, it's noir. That means he definitely didn't do it. Uh-oh? Why'd you say uh-oh in the chat? That's threatening. And now my viewers have gone. It's done the thing again. Great. Are we back? Hooray. Still says I don't have viewers, but I choose to believe you exist. So I have a preview stream now. 24 islands and we're no closer to our goal. All we've done is churn through citizens and lose each other to murder and demonic invasions. So why are you here? The cycle will continue one way or another. I'm trying to make it the best I can. Whatever. Relationship increased. Hooray. There you go, we have boosted our relationship. Okay, I want to talk with Akiko. Yeah, I've got time to. Let's do her conversations just while we're here. Oh, there are many things to ask about. Do you really believe Henry did this? Every bit of security breached by a citizen. This Labadjo isn't a normal citizen. He's possessed by a demon. Of course I believe he did it. He broke free when I was there, and we found him outside of the council building. You don't have any doubts? Are you stupid, Nanorochit? Can you think of anyone that has motive for the crime? Investigator, Estipabun. The Labadjo in the cell did it. Don't waste my time. You can't think of anyone else with a motive for killing the council and threatening the entire structure of the syndicate. What do you think? Is that a goodbye, Nanorochit? Have you got a motive, Akiko? Akiko heard ACAB and just decided to lean into it. Wow, yeah. Investigator Estipapun. I don't have a motive, Nanorochit. I'm a soldier. Soldiers have honor and live to serve. Despite Fatme. I'll assume that's a no then. Tell me about your movements last night. I need your alibi. Have you read my report? Were you listening to what I told Esther Gloom? It doesn't include what you did between Henry escaping and being found. I called witness when it happened. At 23:52? Yes, Nanorochit, at 23:52. Then I ordered my marshals to secure other syndicate members. What about the council? My best marshals were guardian. They reported in all clear. But then they were killed. Is this a joke to you, Nenrachid? Do you want to die by my hand? What did you do next? I went back to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. I found where he had torn the prison bridge bars apart to escape. The Labadge could have been anyone. The Holy Seal marshals stopped responding. That's when we found Henry outside the council building. What time was this? 03. That's precise. Being precise is my job. Can anyone corroborate this? The word of the Grand Marshal isn't good enough for you, Nenrachid. Okay then. An investigator can't go off your word. Most witness will confirm the phone call. My marshals will confirm the rest. Thank you for your cooperation. Can I see your phone records? Best Prost. I know what that means. My records are classified. You're refusing to give evidence? CLASSIFIEDNENO. Classified Nenrachid. I get it. Do you know where KHX is? No. He's been missing for several days. Have you searched for him? What do you think? My marshals conducted a brief search, but we're stretched thin at the end of an island. There are several thousand citizens that need rounding up and taken to the slaughter ritual. Do you have any suspicions about what happened to him? No. If he wants to disappear, then let him. Even though a mass murder happened last night. He didn't do it. Henry did. Of course. Tell me about why your necklace is in KHX's workshop. You think you've stumbled onto something, don't you, Nenrachid? Got me at the scene of a crime. KHX made my necklace and it broke a while ago. I took it to him to get repaired before the end of the island. When was this? About a month ago. When he went missing, I accepted that fate had decided that the necklace wasn't supposed to go to the next island. It's important to let things go. So you haven't been to his workshop in the last few days? There are slightly more important things to do at the end of an island. Well, okay then. There's nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Knight during his escape. The guy fixing my necklace went missing and I'm a cop, so I decided I didn't need the necklace. Yeah. She's not even good at being a cop. The babbling of a Labadge possessed by a demon. There's only one statue of New Knight on the island, correct? Why does it matter? Where is it? Why do you care? Just answer the question. The statue is in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers. So how could Henry have seen it last night? He couldn't have. The barracks are secure. He's spouting gibberish to confuse you, Nenrachid. I'm just going to ask, Akiko. Did you take him through the barracks last night? Are you out of your mind? You think I helped him escape? Nonsense. Goodbye, Nenrachid. Not getting rid of me that easily. When you found Henry, did you see a bloody bottle lying around? Desperate what best. What bottle? There wasn't any bottle. Why are you wasting time? You saw nothing to suggest the blood in Henry's stomach had been administered artificially? Of course not. Stop dragging this out with stupid theories. Oh wow, there's a lot. How did Henry manage to escape? I thought I gave you my report. I must have been dreaming, or hallucinating. Okay, I get it. Also, I love that we have ask, question, investigate, interrogate. How did the bars of the bridge get broken? Henry broke through them. I disagree. What if he didn't? Perhaps. Starlight's analysis of the residue on the bars says that it was explosives. Thermite isn't really an explosive, LD. Starlight is wrong. Your little machine is trying to analyze something demonic, doing the best it can. Nobody talks smack about my computer like that. How did Henry escape if he was sedated? The Labaju played us. The inhibitors needed to be stronger. The report says they were the correct dosage. What if the demon tricked us, though? If the demon could slow Henry's body down, the dosage of inhibitors needed would be lower. The demon maintains this act, and then when the time comes, he drops the pretense and makes his move. That's certainly a claim. Is that likely? As likely as anything, then, or a cheat. Not that it matters. This is what happened. Why were you on your own when Henry escaped? It was just one pool of prisoner that was supposed to be sedated. Why not take a squad of marshals, just to be sure? I'll admit hubris. My marshals do not come to the next island with us. They engaged in their final prayers. I wanted them to have one last moment of happiness before being wiped out. Soldiers aren't supposed to know happiness when duty has to be done. Intriguing. Did you see Witness to the End last night? He was at his apartment. My marshals secured him when Henry escaped. Go and ask him about it. I did. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? What do you want in a retreat? I told you about his possession. Why wasn't he executed when he was arrested? Posed a threat to the island. Are you stupid? The demon wouldn't die with him. The demon would escape to the island. So, why execute him at the end of the island? Why not let him blink out of existence with the old island? That's the way it is in a retreat. Criminals get theirs. He's a victim. He didn't want the demon to possess him. What do you know? You sure he didn't invite the demon in? You got deceived by God. Don't forget that. I never say. Got a minute, Akiko? You're going to die. And that's how we're starting conversation. Humor me. Having fun playing detective. Let's antagonize her. That seems like the thing to do. Having fun playing soldier? I'll cut you from head to crotch, Nana shit. Violence doesn't solve everything, Akiko. It would in this case. Hurry up and get this investigation done. I'm waiting for you to tell me what I already know. Give me an infuriate button and I'll probably press that too. I'm not letting you get your gun off until I know for sure. Are you stupid? Get your pathetic kind in gear and go tell the judge that Henry's guilty. You're wasting time. Time is different here. We have endless amounts of it. An investigator needs to soak in the facts, breathe in the evidence, savor the test attached directly to Gura. I don't care. Thanks, Akiko. This has been delightful. Relationship increased. May your night be bright, and may you reach the moon. Okay. So, we have learned things. Like, so many things. Do any of them connect to anything? Do we know what's happening? Because I don't. I mean, what it sounds like is she took him through to the barracks while she was on her own and he was still sedated. he woke up enough to see the statue, and then he got planted there because she's covering for someone and doing it really badly. That's my feeling at the moment. But we shall have to see, and we shall have to see next time, because I am going to save.
Getting saved.
And I'm going to press that, because we are done for the day. God, it's been really good getting into something that isn't space shooting, and that I am completely new to. I'm really enjoying this. But we are done for today, so time for a wrap-up. Thank you very much, everyone who's watching. Thanks for everyone who stayed to the end, even when we had some slight technical glitches that will mean I probably need to do some editing on the VOD. It really does mean a lot. If you're watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, Serasent. You'll see it on the title cards in a minute. I am streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. GMT. That is currently 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Other time zones are available because daylight savings has gone out of whack, but us the internet, I guess. It's 2 o'clock GMT. That's what my clocks say. And yeah, we'll be continuing on through all of Paradise Killer unless it does something to really piss me off, which at the minute seems unlikely. If you miss anything, VODs are on my Twitch. But you can also check out my YouTube, which is also Serasent. I've got VODs of everything going back to the start of the channel, so at the minute that's like all of the Mass Effect series, so check those out if you want. If you enjoy what you see, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. If you decide that my nonsense deserves your money, you can subscribe on Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up, be chill. Everything is good. All good vibes here. And yes, I'm probably missing something. Check out my Twitter if you want updates on the stream or whatever I happen to be talking about at the time. And that's at Waruce, Waruce. Forgot my own Twitter handle for a second. And in terms of other projects, you can check me out on Saturdays. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. That's the 27th. I can maths. Over at twitch.tv/Slade's Paradise. That's SLADESPARADICE. Where I am playing in a Vampire the Masquerade Fall of London Chronicle. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we're on hiatus this week, but we will be back every Saturday night, 6:30 Eastern, from next week on. And that, I believe, is everything. So, I will love you and leave you. See you again on Saturday. Love you all, and goodbye.